Hi everyone, my name is Gregory Scott. It's really nice to be with you again today. I'm going to do your weekly astrology and tarot forecast for the week starting the 2nd of June and going through until the 8th of June 2014. I've had a look at what's coming up and it looks like a fantastic week, so I'm really happy to be able to do this report. Once I've covered the astrology, I'm going to have a look at 3 tarot cards. I'm going to choose 3 of them to give the highlights really, and also give the 3 signs of the zodiac that are going to be affected the most. I'm going to get started straight away on Monday the 2nd of June. It's a great way to start the week. The moon is at 4 degrees in Leo, it's in the 11th house, and really what that means is that the moon is really giving you feelings of warmth and ease and connection with friends, and you really feel like you're in the right place at the right time. Your sense of self is really integrated. You feel like things are going your way, you're getting on with people, people understand what you're saying in terms of, you feel like you're on the same page with people. And the other thing that really struck me when I looked at this chart is that the sun is, it's in Gemini in the 10th house, which is all about communication in terms of your working life and all of that. But also it's right at the top of the chart. So it's almost like, if you think of the chakra systems, forming a line through your spinal column, and just really aligning everything and giving you energy, the sun is sitting right on top of that. And the way I really felt that when I looked at this chart, it's almost sitting on top of, in that chakra on top of your head, and it's really energizing your whole being. It means that it's warming up your whole life, it's giving you enthusiasm, it's giving you vitality, it's giving you a sense of independence, and it's really enlightening your ideas and the way you are in the world. You're really, I can't stress it enough, but Monday starts on such a high, and the whole week looks so wonderfully positive that it looks fantastic. So I'm super excited. Tuesday the 3rd, the same thing continues really. The moon is still in Leo, but it actually moves into the next house, into the 12th house. So the 11th house has to do with friendships, other people, communication with your social circle, also areas of support, and just connecting with people who are close to you. The 12th house has to do more with doing service for other people and being spiritual and being selfless and giving of yourself. So if anything, on Tuesday, this sense of integration continues, but it's even heightened because you're actually giving of yourself now. And when you give of yourself, you get more back. So you start on a really, a real high on Monday, but then it just gets better, it gets more fulfilling, and it feels even more comfortable. On Wednesday, the moon is the same, it's still in Leo in that 12th house, this feeling continues through until Wednesday, but slight shifts are starting to occur on this day. There's a sesqui square that starts to form, and a sesqui square is 135 degrees, and it's kind of disharmonious, so it starts to get a little bit, it starts to do that a little bit. It starts to conflict a little bit, very gently, but it does. And it does that to Uranus in Aries in the 8th house and Pluto in Virgo in the 5th house. And what that means is that feeling of warmth and ease and comfort. You're going to start having a niggling thought of independence, of I could do this better, I could do this differently. So that striving for more, that sense of dissatisfaction and restlessness starts to come in, and the Pluto in Virgo kind of comes into, well, this isn't perfect, and that's not perfect, and that could be this way, and that. So it comes in very slightly, but those elements start to creep in. And when those elements start to creep in, they kind of chip away at that sense of completeness and wholeness. So Monday through Wednesday, really enjoy it. It's fantastic. I can't stress it enough, okay? Thursday the 5th, first quarter moon. So the new moon was in Gemini on the 28th. That's when the moon is totally black and you set real intentions, and it was very much about communicating. But this first quarter is wonderful because now think of those seeds having been planted, they're now starting to grow. And the first quarter moon is in Virgo in the 1st house. So Virgo in the 1st house, real structure and real groundedness about who you are. You're seeing your assets, you're seeing your liabilities, you're not in denial about anything. You're very clear on who you are as a person. that moon is also just 3 degrees away from the rising sign of the chart, which is Virgo as well, which means that you're very much integrated the way you are and the way you actually see yourself. So there's no conflict. You're powerful, you're able to do things the way you want to do them, and you've got the energy to be very, very practical. So if you're trying to get things sorted out, please, Thursday is wonderful for that. The other thing about that is that moon opposes Neptune on the other side of the chart, and what that really means is that your thinking is going to be crystal clear and so sharp, and you're going to be able to think in a way that's so, you know, sometimes you feel a bit fuzzy and things don't make sense, and sometimes you're just sharp as a knife, and this really is one of those days where you're razor sharp. So you'll understand things, you'll be able to figure things out, and you'll be able to make sense of things that have left you stumped before. The moon is still in Virgo in the 1st on Friday the 6th, and it opposes Chiron in Pisces in the 8th. So this is really, you're going to feel even more robust, if anything. When the moon moved into that Virgo, it gave you a real, you know, Virgo is an earth sign, it's very much practical, it's very much health oriented, it's very much realistic. Denial isn't a big thing for Virgos, especially the denial of other people. Chiron opposing that in Pisces means that that Virgo moon is strengthened even more, and all those watery, intuitive kind of things, and the wounds and the upsets and the pains, they're not touching you at all. You feel super strong, super robust, very grounded, very firm about who you are, what you're doing, and shielded and protected. So you can take it, you can handle whatever comes your way Friday. Doesn't mean that anything negative is going to occur, it just means that you are absolutely like a tank on this day. You're strong, you're powerful, and you've got the skin of an elephant on this day, really. Saturday, the 7th, the moon joins Mars in Libra in the 2nd house. So your focus shifts a bit, and now you start to feel very comfortable at work, at making money, and especially competing with other people and trying to come first. So you're really going to feel energized by that sense of, I've got to be the best here, I've got to win, I've got to get what I want for myself. There's nothing wrong with that, it just means that the energy shifts completely. That robustness and that solidity is now going to be used not just to make yourself feel at ease and secure, but you're going to go out there and connect with other people and go head to head with other people. So the result is other people are going to feel a similar way, and there may be some conflict starting, competition, and also a lot of success. You know, sometimes if you compete, you get something out of it. Okay, finally, the next day, the energy is really the same between that Mars and the Moon, but on Sunday the 8th, they start to be against Uranus in Aries in the 8th house. And really, what that means is, again, it's that feeling of frustration because you're competing with people because you want to be in a place where you're free to do what you want without any interference or objection. Don't look at the end result of where you want to get to. Look at the process of what you're doing and enjoy it. So the people you meet on the way, you know, if you're competing in business or if you're trying to achieve something, project, anything like that, then don't see your competitors as the enemy and they're preventing you from your good. See them as the people who are teaching you something about yourself and making you mine those untouched areas, those talents that you're not even aware of you have. You can really unearth those now and find those hidden treasures within yourself. So it looks, as you can see, it looks like a great week. So energetic, so powerful, and really feeling so integrated and wonderful and happy. I'm going to have a look at the 3 tarot cards that apply for this week and what signs are going to be affected by this the most. Okay, so let me pick my 3 cards here. Oh, I'm just being prompted to shuffle them a bit more. And when that happens, I listen. Okay, so let's have a look at the first card. Right, okay, so appropriate. The first card is the World, the 21st card of the major arcana. Completion, feeling in sync, feeling at peace with yourself, feeling harmonious. Monday, Wednesday, it's like your birthday. For those 3 days, you're really going to feel happy within yourself and things are really working out for you, so congrats, that's great. The next card is the Hierophant, which is Saturn, and Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. So Capricorn, you're going to feel very much a little bit reluctant about the exuberance within yourself. You're going to be surprised at yourself. You know, people make you out to be, you know, not that fun, Capricorn, but you are. You can be very fun. You're grounded. You're you know, reasonable and all of that thing, but you do tend to be a little bit reserved, especially about your feelings and expressing real silliness and happiness. And you may be surprised at how great you do feel at the beginning of this week. So really just own that, embrace it, and go with it. And then the final card. Oh, and the first card, I'm sorry, that the World, that applies to everybody. I mean, Taurus is associated with the World because it's grounded and it's earthly. So Taurus, you're going to be over the moon, but everyone else really feels this very strongly. This is for everybody, a real sense of integration and a real sense of enlightenment and vibrancy. Finally, I've got the Chariot, which is great. Triumph, victory, success. That is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, you're going to feel great beginning of the week like everyone else. You're going to be particularly you know, wonderfully affected by that, but also at the end of the week when that competition mode comes in, you're really going to triumph and succeed at your competitive endeavors. So know that for you, Sagittarius, the outcome is really, really good and very positive. Okay, that's it. That's your astrology and tarot forecast for the week, Monday the 2nd of June to the 8th of June 2014. Looks great. If you've got any questions for me or would like to get in touch, have a look at my website. It's gregoryscott.co.uk. I do private readings, I do tarot readings, astrology readings, numerology. Have a look at the readings tab on my website and see what I offer and if there's anything that interests you. And you can also get in touch with me by emailing. The address is readings@gregoryscott.co.uk, and you can find me on Facebook as well. It's facebook.com/GregoryScott444. So you can get in touch with me in a number of ways. Have a wonderful week, and I'll be with you again here on YouTube for the daily tarot readings that I do, and also next week for this report. All the best.